Riverbender.com's coverage is proudly brought to you by Munganask Burkhart, Alton Toyota, Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, Barrett Heating and Cooling, Grid Solar, the power of independence, Haug Orthodontics, creating unforgettable smiles, Lewis & Clark, Community College, Liberty Bank, Bank Locally, Bank Liberty, Macias Insurance Agency, Nautilus Fitness Center, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville, Tarrant & Harmon, Real Estate and Auction, and Roberts Motors.
Ready to go? All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out to the summer edition of What's Up Downtown. Just in case you're unfamiliar with our format, I wanted to remind you that this is kind of an open forum. We do kind of try to find some featured speakers that have some really exciting things going on. But then after our featured speakers, we do open the floor and pass the microphone through the audience. So if you have something to share, feel free to either stand up at your seat or come up to the stage if you're more comfy doing it that way. We do have a mic here on the stage, which is wireless, and then a second wireless mic for the audience. So if anyone has questions for the speakers, we would really appreciate it if you could speak into a mic, because we are live streaming on riverbender.com. So hello to everyone watching from home. Just really quick, I am Sarah McGivney. I'm the Executive Director of Alton Main Street. For those of you who may not be fully aware of everything that we do, we're the Downtown Revitalization Nonprofit. We do a variety of things to keep downtown Alton on the map, such as planning special events to bring people down here for entertainment in hopes that they will stick around for shopping and dining. We do all sorts of beautification projects to make downtown a place that people want to be, such as gardening and public art and litter cleanups and the like. And we have all kinds of small business support services. So if you or anyone you know is starting a business or interested in learning more about how to move in that direction, please reach out to us for support. That is exactly what we are here for. Before I open the floor to other speakers, I just wanted to give you a few announcements of what we have going on. Alton Main Street runs the Alton Farmers and Artisans Market. We're about halfway through our season right now. We run through October 18th. We're in peak season for fresh fruits and vegetables, all grown within a 50-mile radius. So please come visit us on Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. to noon at the corner of Landmarks Boulevard and Henry Street. Every week we have something special going on, whether it's live music or an artist demonstration or goat yoga, for example. We have all kinds of cool stuff. The Canine Carnival is on the 4th of October, and that is one of the most popular events of the year. Pet parade, little dogs in costumes, you can't beat it. So definitely don't miss that one. We also have the Mississippi Earth Tones Festival coming up. That is on Saturday, September 20th, down at the amphitheater. We partner with the Sierra Club and Jacoby Art Center on this celebration of our river. We'll have 100 booths, all sorts of environmental education, artists that use environmentally friendly materials, and all sorts of education, fun, live music, great food. So definitely don't miss that. Always the third Saturday in September. We were just voted the best festival in the area on the Advantage Goat Awards. And a couple of other things a little bit later in the season. We've got First Fridays. That is the late night shopping and art experience. So that'll be the first Friday in October, November, December. We'll have a shuttle running a loop. So check a lot of people off your holiday gift list on those events. And of course, we've got our chili cook-off that is coming back on October 18th. So please make plans to get your team together right now. We have flyers for all of that on the table back there, and you are all also welcome to leave your business cards, brochures, anything like that. You can either take them when you leave, or if you want to leave them behind, I'll set them out at the info table at the farmers market on Saturday mornings that everyone browses all morning. See here. Oh, one more thing. I would love to show you our brand new website. If you came last What's Up Downtown, we've been undergoing a new branding effort with a marketing grant from Illinois Main Street, and this is our freshly redesigned new website that I absolutely love. If you notice, we changed our color scheme. It was a little bit more tropical before, and now it's a little bit more earthy. We actually walked through the district with our designers and picked out colors that actually exist in the district. So we've got a brand new photo that was taken by local photographer Marty McKay. That's kind of going to be our signature image of Alton right there on the waterfront. We have our little banner at the top there. The Let's Explore, that is all of our directories. So you can find everywhere to shop and dine and spirituality and nightlife and venues and everything you can think of right there, all in one spot. So make sure to check that out and browse around of what you can find. The events page, obviously, is one of the most popular. If you click on events, that'll show you by season everything that we're doing, full details on how to sign up as a vendor or a volunteer, or just needing to know where and when things are happening. Visit our events page because all of that is there. We've got a monthly newsletter. You can sign up on the website, or we have a hard copy back there where you can just write your name on the clipboard, and we'll add you to the list to receive our e-news once a month. Of course, we have all sorts of opportunities to get involved, either through volunteering or donating or becoming a business partner, so please check that out. All sorts of resources for small businesses. We have a guide to starting a new business, step by step, so you make sure you do everything in chronological order. So if you're, or anyone you know is interested in starting a business, please check that resource out. We also keep tabs on commercial and real estate, commercial and residential real estate that is available in the area. So if you're looking for space or know anyone who is, please do check this out for a resource as well. And then all sorts of information just about why downtown. You know, historic downtowns across the country are really making a resurgence. Communities are deciding to reinvest, and you just know, everyone, of course, wants to live in a town that has a Target in it, but Homer Adams Parkway could be any community on the face of the earth. What makes a community special is its architecture, its history, and that is why all of us are trying to breathe new life into our historic downtown district. So thanks for everything you guys are investing and spending your time and energy on in order to make this district come back to life and be fantastic. Okay, with that, I will start our featured speakers here. First up, I would like to introduce you to our hostess. This is Natalie Steinacher. She has transformed this former community center into a new event space and martial arts studio called the Teller Room 1925.
Hi guys, so this is the Teller Room 1925. We have restored it. I hope it looks a little brighter and a little cheerier than it did last time you guys were here. Also, the bathrooms are right there. It's unisex, 2 separate stalls, completely separate stalls, so just use it as you need to. So anyway, I'm Natalie Steinacher, and I'm the venue director for the Teller Room 1925. I have to say, standing here tonight feels a little surreal. Almost 100 years ago, in October of 1925, this room opened as the First National Bank of Alton. Back then, people came here to deposit checks and count coins. Tonight, you're here to network, laugh, and probably scope out where the best food is, which is right over there. And I think that's progress. All right, so over the years, this room has worn many hats. It was first Riverbender Community Center, and then it was iMerge Community Center, and now it's the Teller Room 1925. What I love about that story is that no matter the name, the space has always been about people gathering. It's always been about connection, community, and a little bit of fun. So what is the Teller Room now? It's a venue built for just about every kind of gathering you can imagine. Baby showers, bridal showers, birthday parties, all the cake-filled chaos. Vendor shows and markets, because let's be honest, we can always use another handmade candle. Okay. Speaking engagements and workshops where people come to be inspired. Comedy nights, open mics, spoken word where people come to be brave. And yes, celebrations of life and repasts, because honoring those we love should feel both personal and dignified. But here's what I really want you to know. The Teller Room isn't just 4 walls. It's not just tables and chairs. It's a place that blends history with possibility, where almost a century of stories have already been told, and now we get to write the next ones together. And the best part, you're part of history tonight. This is the very first official event in the Teller Room. Almost 100 years after the First National Bank opened its doors, here we are, sitting in the exact same room, launching something brand new for Alton downtown. This gives me goosebumps, and I hope you feel it too. Almost 100 years after the First National Bank opened its doors, here we are. So thank you for being here tonight, for being part of the launch, and for helping us breathe new life into a space that has already seen so much. So welcome to the Teller Room 1925.
It looks great, Natalie. Thank you so much for all of your investment. I've seen them working nonstop for months on this space, so I'd love to be a part of the launch. It looks beautiful. Next up, I would like to invite Chris Jacoby to the stage to explain the products and services he has available at the newly opened Jacoby Fine Violins.
Hi, neighbors. My name's Chris Jacoby. I'm a violin maker. The technical term is luthier, and I usually skip it because I'm American. But no relation, as far as we know, to the Jacobys here in town. It's just free press. And my wife's family grew up here. So the Franklins were here from the 50s through just very recently. I'm really happy to be here. So I make instruments. I've made around 170 violin family instruments. For a long time, that's all I did, was produce instruments and then move them to shops on the East Coast and Europe. And I'm excited, after the last 10 years managing a big shop in DC, working with musicians at the Nat Phil and the National Symphony Orchestra at the Kennedy Center, to have my own shop and size kids for their first instruments and continue with repair and restoration. I've got some merch. This is my Piasaw violin maker that my kids designed with me. But yeah, I'm open right now. We're painting the place. We've been told by some historians at the Rotary Club and elsewhere that our building at 11 East is the first building that was on Broadway. So we would have been able to look out the windows that are now blocked now and watch Lincoln and Douglas debating in 1858. So we love the town. I'm really excited to be here. For the most part, what I'm doing with the rentals is, if you have a kid, if you have a neighbor who is being stifled by an instrument that is made to survive them, then I'll have a little higher level of rental instrument available for around $7 more than what's being charged by the shops, which are, let me say, they're a blessing, and the music shops around here are great, and I'm really enjoying getting to know the other folks. So yeah, come by. It's paint, it's chaos. We're working on the front. And I'm open by appointment Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the doors are open pretty much 11 to 5. So come see me. I'd love to meet everybody. I'll leave some cards in the back. Thank you.
Thanks so much for choosing Alton, Chris. That is so exciting to have you here. Next up, I would like to invite Jeff Bonnert to the stage. He would like to introduce us to his new Elysian Gallery, recently opened at 301 East Broadway.
Stop it. Good evening. Thank you for having me out, Sarah. Thank you for inviting me. As she said, I have opened up a new art gallery in Mineral Springs at 301 East Broadway, the Elysian Gallery. It is an area that is going to, and already is, showing art from local, regional, national, international artists. Our desire and goal is to simply bring art to everybody. We want to have it there for any type of level, for anybody who wants to get into art, wants to know more about art. The desire to bring out different artists and different mediums and stuff. We have a lot of them in there. We have 8 different artists, from glassblowers to painters to photographers to paper cuts. How it got started, pretty simple. I ran into Charles Mooneyham at the Alton Art Expo. I blame him for a lot of this. We were actually, didn't know each other at the time, but I was looking at another area to purchase a gallery, and through Charles, learned a lot about what was going on in Alton, and liked what I was hearing from Charles and from Sarah into regards to what we were trying to build here, and I really got in behind it. I'm really looking forward to supporting it and adding more into it. We're working on trying to bring in a nice little art loop. We're on a really good process of doing that to try and get a lot of more people to come in from not just in the local area, but in the region, and to get more people coming in from all over. We tie in with a lot of different travel companies to try and help bring people in. As for myself, I started out a few years ago. I've been a photographer for a long time. 2020 rolled around. Like many people, I lost my job. Really struggling to try and find a job. And after a trip with my dear darling, who's hiding back there right now, she sat down, we were looking at pictures, she goes, "Why don't you try and do this for a living?" I was like, okay. Photography is a very saturated market right now, but we were making it work through family and portraiture, And then back in September, we decided to try and see what would happen if I sold my fine art stuff. We had a lot of good comments, not a whole lot of sales, but when you go to arts and crafts fairs, you're not expecting to see people with fine art there. Lo and behold, come the Alton Art Expo. Charles was ever so kind to invite me in, and we hit it off great, Charles and John both. And we started talking a whole lot. And what was on a 5-year plan became a 6-month plan. And took the keys on July 1st to Unit 416 in Mineral Springs. If you are not familiar with Mineral Springs, it is in the back right-hand corner of the lobby, down past Raining's Inn and past the American Oddities Museum. A month later, we're opening the doors. I was just floored at the turnout. We had probably over 200 people come through on opening night. I don't even know how many hundreds of people shared the event. The outpouring from Alton and the other owners and businesses around was amazing. Like I said, we want to make sure that there's art on the walls and on the available in the displays for everybody, whether they're just starting out and they can only afford a $30 print from a Do I need to talk louder?
No, I think this is died.
I can talk loud. I don't need it. So I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody who's supported the gallery. Would love to see everybody come out. We are a gallery location that is safe, inclusive, and diverse, and it's where we want to have a diverse voices of art where they're going to be shaping the art. So anybody questions? Oh yeah, sorry. Thursday through Saturday, we are open 10 to 6. Sunday, we are open 10 to 4. And then if there are events going on in downtown Alton, we are going to open and kind of match with that too. And then if you have certain things that you need, we'll be open by appointment.
Thanks so much, Jeff. So exciting to see new businesses and especially galleries coming into the district. Next up, I would like to invite Jared Unfried to the stage. He has a whole line of new and exciting things happening at Alton Music Exchange that he'd like to tell you about.
Good evening, everybody. I saw him come up and he was only brought up here. I think I might hold it. And to remind everybody, we need to speak right into it for the people online. So I had a good friend of mine, Cody Hinkle, help me out with the PowerPoint presentation because she's magical. So she'll help me out here. Thank you, Sarah, for bringing that for me. So I'm not going to get too much into it. My name is Jared Unfried. I own and operate Alton Music Exchange. Me and my wife and 2 daughters moved here 7 years ago. About 6 years ago, we opened up a shop. And what that is a musical instrument retailer. So here's us. Go ahead, go back one more time. So I just recently cut all my hair off, right? Play music, play a lot of music, rock star, wannabe kind of guy. So this little one, Juliet, hates it that I have short hair. the older one, the teenager, she's like, "You're hip, Dad. It's cool, this and that." My wife, Ginny here, she wished I had dreadlocks probably down to here. She loves it. Okay, go ahead and switch it. So here's us on 556 East Broadway. Like I said, we opened up in, I think it was January of 2020. Interesting kind of watershed moment for everybody, and it definitely was for us. We've been planning it for months at that point, but. So if you come in the shop, primarily for the last 5 years, we've done retail and guitar repair. But mainly, the cool thing is that Alton Music, which has been here for 60 years, I think 60 years, what they do is nothing at all like what we do. And with Chris coming in with Jacoby, nothing at all like what we do. So we have these 3 points of interest to do something completely different, all right? So you can really appreciate that. All right, go ahead and switch it. So that's been the last 5 years. So going forward, a couple years ago, we opened up a door, moved in. For anybody unfamiliar with that area, we're right next to Piasaw Body Art. So in the middle there, this used to be a hair salon years ago, we've created what we're calling the Guitar Tech Education Center. And basically, on the surface, its essence is just a shared workshop. I've noticed I've had a really hard time explaining to people what we do in this area. So my background's a machinist, okay? So I went to Rankin Technical College. My business for a long time was removing a very small amount of material to serve a purpose. And I've always been into working on guitars as a necessity. So if we go forward, so what this shop will consist of is we have 6 of these benches here, and each bench will have a really good amount of the tooling you'll need. Not everything, but a lot of it. We go forward here, we have a master tool crib with a lot of additional tools. So it's a shared workspace. People can come in, they can have access to the space and the tooling and the knowledge and the camaraderie of working with people together. Right? There's only so much you can do on your own, and there's really only so much you can do via the internet. You know, it's a wonderful tool to apply, but without doing this stuff with your hands and getting involved, it's not going to progress. Now, this is my workshop in back. It's a messy workshop. We also have some additional things going on in the back workshop, the very back workshop, on a manufacturing level that we really can't quite talk about, but hopefully in the next, Sarah's been trying to get me to do this for years now. And hopefully within a year or so we can talk about some of the manufacturing stuff we're talking about doing. Go ahead and switch it. So this is background of what's going on. This is if you walk into the back shop there. So on any given day when we get a good crowd in there, there's just a bunch of people in there working together. You can see my daughter super bored, fell asleep up front there. That happens all the time. But you can come in, you get older guys doing it, younger guys coming in, and what they can do is you can help each other, you know, and don't judge someone by their age. I mean, someone who's young may very well know way more than you. It's always good to respect everybody. We are dog friendly, like Sarah was talking earlier about the dogs around town. We love all of our pup friends around town. We will also be doing private lessons and workshops for people who don't necessarily have the knowledge yet, but they want to learn. One of the great things you can do is remove consequence. And when you remove consequence of failure, there's no reason why you can't try something. Like, why, you know, there's no excuse. If you break something, here's a guitar here. If he's working on something and he accidentally cuts the wrong wire in the electronics of the guitar compartment, or maybe he's learning how to do that. Well, if they use one of our guitars that we have, he could sit there and he could cut it with no consequence whatsoever. It's not his 1959 Les Paul that's worth $17,000. It's just it's a learning aid. All right, you can go ahead and switch it. All right. Yeah, that's one big thing. So there has been a pretty big shift in the industry of what I've noticed, not only in the last 5 years, but the last 20 years probably, as long as I've been playing music live. And that's it. Not everybody wants to be in a band. Not everybody wants to be a rock star. It's not even really on radar for most people. Or they used to, and now they don't want to anymore. Or maybe they just play in church. But they still love the vibration of the strings on their finger. They still want to be a part of it. It's a part of their life. It's so much beyond and really pure. now than it ever has been. So that's been a wonderful shift, and we're pretty grateful to be in a position to where we are because, like I said earlier, we're not doing what a lot of other music shops are doing. There's no real shop like this outside of Chicago. That's the closest one. And I'll go ahead and end up with the exchange in Alton Music Exchange. At first it really was just retail, and I've realized that it's sharing musical philosophies and musical ideas. I mean, there are truly people that come in the shop and we just talk about music. And I love that too. I love to make a sale. I love to make money. But if we can progress just the love of music in this area and in the entire region, I'll go to sleep happy every single night. So, guys, thank you. Any questions before I wrap it up? Okay. You going? So we're debating on switching hours right now. So we have been open from 11 to 7 for the last 5+ years, a little bit shorter on Saturday. We are going to be doing noon to 6 o'clock for the foreseeable future. School just started. It's a pretty busy time. We are working on getting some employees in to kind of expand the family. And at that point, we'll probably be expanding hours, and we will probably set monthly workshops, and you can sign up, and then at the end of the month there'll be a workshop. As that gets busier, like anything, and it grows, we will hopefully fill up those lists, those sheets up much faster, and have weekly classes, and then eventually, hopefully, grow as we hope to do. Any other questions? Guys, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Jared. It's always fun popping by his shop. There are always 2 or 3 guys in there just hanging out, talking music. That is the exact type of thing we're after in the district, is create foot traffic, bring people down to hang out and spend time.
We love you guys. Between Sarah and Chantel and Rachel, I mean, we truly would not be anywhere near where we are. They've all been so helpful.
Oh, that's exactly what we're here for. You're quite welcome. Next up, I would like to invite Jen Farley to the stage. She would like to share about the relocation and expansion of Persnickety by Jen Farley.
Okay, I got it. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, great. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Jen Farley. I was born and raised here in Alton, Illinois. My husband and I recently moved back to the area, and I opened Persnickety. Like Jeff and maybe Christopher, we were evilly influenced by other local business owners. Kim Tanner, she is not here tonight. She owns Strange Lovely. I was a client of hers for a very long time and still am, and she said I needed to do a shop. At the time, Melissa Bland was just opening Honeybee Vintage, and she took me on, and that's where I started. I opened in that spot in March of 24. By September, actually, this same event last year, I was speaking because I was opening my own shop in Mineral Springs Mall. Since then, Persnickety has grown quite a bit. It's been very well received, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. So I'm moving to a bigger space. I'm in the process. I'm currently between shops. I'm in the process of moving to 413 East Broadway. It'll be right next to Country Meadows. It's where Prairie Peddler Antiques used to be. So, and he had fabulous stuff. I mean, I like my stuff, but it's not as fabulous as what he had. So, what does Persnickety offer? So, I am an eclectic boutique that specializes in vintage, antique, and current home decor. I like to mix and match everything together. Some of my current product lines that I have that are newer, I work with Keepsake Candle Company out of Edwardsville. She created a custom scent specifically for my shop, and I love her stuff because not only does she use all natural wax, wood wicks, but she takes vintage vessels and repurposes them. So you can use the vessel as something else when you're done with it. You don't have a candle jar that you're like, oh, I really don't want to throw this away in the trash. So you can repurpose it for what it was originally intended for, whether it's a candy dish, a teacup, any kind of a storage jar, or you can bring it back and it can be refilled with either my scent, or you can take it to her shop in Edwardsville. She recently opened this spring in her own brick and mortar, and she'll refill it with a scent of your choice. Another thing that I did in my current location that I absolutely love, and there's a little story behind it, is I started a flower bar. So the reason I started the flower bar is I love flowers. So when I grew up here in Alton, some of you might remember McConaughey's used to be right across the street. And I would go shopping with my grandmother, and if I was a good girl on the shopping trip, I got to pick out a flower, usually a carnation, and take it home. So I wanted to be able to offer that to my customers as well and give people another opportunity for more florist style flowers besides having to go to Schnucks. So I'm sorry, Schnucks people, but yeah. Either way, with the flower bar, I offer what's called posy passes. So you can pre-purchase your flowers for the month, which always comes in handy because you're going to a dinner party, somebody's having a birthday, and you want to take a little something with you. So posy passes are sold in $50 increments, $50 for the month, $100 for a month, or $150 for the month. But along with that posy pass, you get 10%, with a $50 posy pass, you get 10% off of all of your other purchases for that month in Persnickety. Persnickety also has art. It's got everything. So, and then a $100 pass is 15% off. $150 is 20% off. So I'm very excited to be going to the new space. Like I had said, I hate having to have notes, but I can't remember everything. I've got lots of moving parts at the moment. The new space, I'm hoping to have events. I don't know if it'll be monthly or quarterly. The first one I'm hoping to have is I'm going to have an appraiser come in and offer something like Antique Roadshow. Come in, bring a piece, and let's see what you got. Because that's always kind of fun, and everyone wants to go to Antiques Roadshow. At least maybe that's just me. I want to go, but so something fun. So lots of different events. We might be doing some floral arranging classes, some design classes as far as what's hot, what's trending, what's to stay away from in your home that's going to date it. The next thing, see, I had to have notes. I have lots of things. The next thing that the new shop will be offering is a China bar. So if you're unfamiliar with China bars, they've started taking off in Chicago, New York. There's Brooklyn Teacup. In Texas, there's something called Tears of Joy. She makes trays. So I'll offer full sets of vintage china and antique china. I'll also offer loose pieces of china so that you can create your own set. So you can mix and match to go with your own decor, and you don't feel bad if you break a plate. You can come back and get another plate and replace your set. I'm also considering doing rentals for the vintage china for your events. If you have a bridal shower, a baby shower, just having a nice dinner party and want to mix up your usual tablescape, come see me and we'll see what we can do with that. With the china bar, see, I don't have my readers on. With the china bar, I'm working with Simmer and Stitch, and she is creating some loose teas that'll be for sale in the shop as well. I did pair up with some different local artists in the area. I like to try to support my artists. I had Monica Mason, who had a few pieces in my shop for a while. Natalie Wellborn of Wellborn Paper Cuts was in my shop. River City Oddities, I had some of her pieces. She will be returning, and I've also reached out to Mark Hurd. He is a St. Louis artist. He might have a few pieces in my shop, but he is considering doing a few Alton pieces. So hopefully I can have those in there by December. My big announcement that I teased earlier today is Persnickety is not going to be all by itself in the shop. Erica Swagler of Landmark Vintage is going to be opening a second location in the shop. So she has her own room in the back. I absolutely love her style, but it's one that I don't feel that I'm good at. I feel like it's European cottage. It's very cozy, it's very comforting, and it's just always put together very well. So Erica will have a space in the back room in my shop. She'll also have one of my front windows, so hopefully you'll see something you like and you can come in and visit her and me both. And she'll also be spending some time in the shop helping me out. I think the only other thing that I have to announce or make a reminder about, some of the local businesses on Broadway and here downtown are getting together September 12th or 13th, I believe, and they're holding or hosting a Fall in Love with Alton event. So each store will have something different going on. It might be an artist sitting outside. It might be a discount in their store. Everyone's doing their own thing, but we just really want everybody to come downtown and fall in love with Alton. The new shop hours, I believe, are going to be Thursday through Sunday, pretty much same as what I've already done, 11 to 5. And did I miss anything, Sarah? Okay, very good. Thank you guys very much.
If you haven't stopped by for Snickety, you've got to. It's just a 1 in a million place, and all of her picks are just absolutely incredible. Let's see, next up, I would like to invite Marcus Boyd to the stage. He is going to tell you a little bit about his plans after winning Alton Main Street's facade grant this year.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marcus Boyd, the new owner of My Just Desserts. Well, we've been reopened since June 21st, first day of the boat races last year, 2024. With the help of Alton Main Street, we won the grant for the $5,000 facade grant. So I want to say thank you again to Alton Main Street for the opportunity. Part of that grant process was completing renderings of a historically specific fire escape. So that's what we won for. Pleased to announce that we did source the iron worker who's going to do the fire escape. We were supposed to meet today to finalize the numbers. That meeting had to be postponed until tomorrow for another prior obligation he has, but hopefully as of tomorrow we will have everything finalized and have a projected start date and completion date of the project that we can submit to the local historical commission to make sure we're on schedule and in compliance with the terms of the grant. So I just want to say thanks again for that opportunity. So over the next few months, prior to December 21st, you should see it begin construction and hopefully completion on time. So I just want to say thanks again for the opportunity. Thanks for all the support in the area for the past year, and we hope to be here for many years to come. Oh, so upstairs is going to be an event space, right? So upstairs is going to be a full event space, going to accommodate 100. We want to eventually have some outdoor accessible areas as well that can potentially be extended the same way the fire escape is, but he had to physically come to the location, so that's scheduled for tomorrow. But eventually it's going to be an event space. The capacity is going to be about 100. We also have our liquor license pending, so we're finalizing all the requirements. So we do have our beer and wine. We were awarded that, so thanks to the city of Alton for that. So yeah, come on down to support us, and we're here. Another thing I want to say is I brought one of my childhood friends, Brandon Morris, with me. I know he's a little shy, but don't be too bashful to say hi to him. He's one of my biggest inspirations, and I love for him to be a part of my journey. Him and his family's been here supporting me the whole way. So a lot of times you come to the restaurant, you'll see him and or his mom or his nurse, but that's my guy. So don't be ashamed to say hi to him.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You got a question? Sure.
Yes, sir. You got to order your dessert first. That's the motto.
If you haven't been in, you should, but their staff all wear T-shirts that say order dessert first. It's just a very good plan for life in general, right? Thank you so much, Marcus, for reviving that landmark institution of Alton and bringing it back to life and continuing to evolve it. Super exciting. Next up, I have just a couple of things that people who could not make it asked me to announce on their behalf. First up is Germania Brew House. They have lots of exciting things coming up. They are partnering with Sleep in Heavenly Peace for the fall season, and they're going to give 10% of all fall drink sales to that organization on their launch day of August 27th. If you're not familiar with Sleep in Heavenly Peace, they build beds for children in our community that don't have beds. Wonderful organization, so please do support that effort. They have another pop-up event called Pages and Petals on August 30th, and that is booksellers and also flower sellers at the same time. So you grab a cup of coffee and a new book and a bouquet all at the same time. They also have a fall menu tasting event coming up, the final one in their current location. That's going to be September 5th at 6:30. They do have tickets available on their website. And regarding the move, they are going to remain open as long as possible before they go to 211 Ridge Street, but they wanted to give everybody a chance to enjoy 617 East Broadway before they start moving things around. So they've got all kinds of things coming up, you know, memory wall, timeline on their social media, things like that. So please do stay tuned. They are planning a big farewell event on September 27th and plan to have live music, drink specials, things like that. So please stay tuned to all of Germania Brewhouse's social media platforms because they will keep you posted about the transition over to their new building. And last but not least, we have a really exciting development at Mineral Springs as well. We've got Uncle Jeff's T-shirts that has a little T-shirt shop in the front window. He is going to be expanding to create an escape room of sorts. 60 minutes of puzzles, mysteries, thrills, hints. He did say that you aren't actually locked in like most escape rooms. It's just more of a fun scavenger hunt kind of experience where you can ask for clues if you get stuck, but it is a really cool venue, of course. Lots of haunted lore there and interesting ghost hunting experiences that people have had. So they are going to have available booking online on September 6th. So please stay tuned to all of our social media channels for more developments on that. But that is going to be a lot of people say that we need more entertainment type things. You know, we have tons of bars and that's wonderful, but we always get a chorus of people saying we need more activities, more entertainment type things for people to do after dinner that isn't necessarily a bar. So that's really cool to see that type of development come at us. So congratulations to Jeff and Vicki and all the best with getting all of that together. Let's see, before we open the floor, I was hoping you guys would indulge me in a fresh photograph. We've been using the same one for a year. Would you guys mind if I just took a picture of all your smiling faces that we can use to promote the November event? Ready? 1, 2, oh, look happier than that. 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys so very much. All right, now we are going to open the floor to comments. I will just pass the microphone around. Like I said, feel free to stand up at your seat if you prefer, or you're more than welcome to take the stage if you would like to do that as well. So maybe I'll start with Chantel here from Jacoby Art Center.
I'll just come up here so you can see me. Hello, everybody. Chantel from Jacoby Art Center. Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Just wanted to say thank you for our very successful summer programming. We had lots of fun with the little kids that came in for summer camp. We had lots of adults come in and do clay workshops, stained glass. So it was really fun to have you, but the eyes have turned to fall programming. So last week we dropped our new fall class roster on the website. That is available for you to register for. Let's start with kids, because everybody always wants kids programming. We have 2 returners. We've got Kids Free Art Club coming back on Tuesday afternoons. You do have the option of paying $5 to reserve a seat, or it is free to drop in if we have the availability. So try to keep that as inexpensive as possible, but it's also free. So bring kids down. They'll be monthly doing a new theme. I heard September is textures. So they'll be doing lots of art activities around that theme each month. It will rotate. We also have Kids Play with Clay coming back on Sunday mornings. So youngsters can come in and learn the clay process from the ground up. They don't have to have any experience. Both of those, of course, are on our website. We have 2 new kids programs coming. Sensory Exploration will be happening on Monday mornings, and that's for our little tiny friends to come in with their grown-up and work on some sensory, ooey gooey, squishy. Please bring them in clothes they can get messy. That's important for that one. And then we, for our homeschool friends, we've had some people ask if we could offer that as well. So Wednesdays we will be having a homeschool art collective. That's a new program. So please let your friends and family know who are in the homeschool community that that is available for their kids. All of this starts in September. And of course, we also have adult programming, especially our clay program. We've got wheel throwing and hand building both. And then if you already have experience with clay and you'd like to come in and work independently, we have 2 open studio times starting this fall. We have Wednesdays from 2 to 6. Teens can drop into that one from 4 to 6. And then Thursday evenings from 6 to 9 for open studio. You do need to have experience. We have an attendant who can help show you around and give you suggestions, but there is no instruction available during those times. But what I'm here to talk about the most is the new program that we are most excited about is called OMA, Opening Minds Through Art. And that is going to pair a younger volunteer, and by younger I mean 17 plus, college aged, or even young adults, with an older person living with dementia. So for 8 Saturday mornings, they will get together with our facilitator, who is an experienced memory care worker named Chris Baker, and they will make beautiful, meaningful art pieces together. It's only $80 for the full 8-week session for the artists to come in, and they will be on display at Jacoby, those final pieces, for the months of December, January, and February. So we'll be having an opening for that show on December 5th from 6 to 8, which is during First Fridays. So we'll be on the loop. Please hop off the bus and come in and take a look at the work. We do already have 6 volunteers who have signed up, which is just thrilling. Very excited about that response. The more volunteers we get, the more artists who can come for the program. We'll be doing it twice a year, so 2 8-week sessions a year. So if you know someone who is living with dementia, please let them know that this opportunity is available. There's really no rules. You don't have to have any artistic experience. As long as you can get to our new downtown location, you can participate as either a volunteer or an artist. So thank you so much. We love being here.
All right. So for those of you who don't already know me, I know some familiar faces in the room. My name's Stephanie Schrage. I'm the community manager at the Wedge Innovation Center. Some of you may or may not be familiar with what we're doing here, but we are going on just a little over 100 days of being open at this point. So I have a lot of things going on, so I'm going to just try to fly through everything. If you're not familiar with our model, we kind of consider ourselves a space that's wired for connection. Makes me thrilled to see all these business owners and entrepreneurs in the room. All of us have the same goal and aligned mission. Bring art, bring business, bring development to this beautiful historic area down here. So all that being said, we have done a lot in 100 days. We recently hired our first intern from Principia College. Jackie Reyes just started with us as a marketing assistant, so she's helping us do more promotional work. We've got some partnerships that I think are going to be pretty amazing over the next few months. The SIUE Codes program, and forgive me, I'm going to get this wrong if I don't look at it. Community-Oriented Digital Engagement Scholars is what that acronym stands for, but really it's a 24-month program that we're working with 25 students from SIU who are either first-generation college students or underserved or underrepresented population. So in exchange for their 2-year participation in this program, they get free tuition, they get some hands-on training working with an organization versus being in a classroom. So a little bit of a non-traditional situation. We're working on building an asset map with them for the region. So things that we have, you know, we always talk about what we don't have, but let's talk about what we do have. I heard a lot of things in this room tonight about the amazing things going on here. So that will be available to the public. More to come on that. We're working with the Riverbender Growth Association Young CEOs. So they're actually using our space to kind of grow their education as well, give them that entrepreneur experience, work with other entrepreneurs. So we have already rented all of our office spaces, believe it or not. In 100 days, we don't have an office space left. I've got a couple of tenants in the audience. If you want to know what it's like to be there, you can ask them. But that being said, we do have some suites available still for larger businesses who maybe don't want to do the brick and mortar. You know, the beauty of our model is we're paying the electric bill, we're paying the internet, we've got an amazing connection there, and eventually we're going to get to 5 or 10G on that. So, I mean, it's going to be amazing over the next few years what we see happen in that area. We've also got a high school scholar or a high school intern coming this semester. So we're going to work with the younger generation to try to get those entrepreneurs the experience they need and the collaboration right off the bat. Otherwise, you know, we're a small team, we're growing, we're always looking for partnerships. We've got events and programming. SIU is our biggest partner. They have an office in the building. So, you know, we're building that programming out. Accounting courses for all you small business owners. You know, we're working with the Small Business Development Center to offer free programming through there. And we want to hear what you want, too. I don't think I'd be amiss if I didn't say, please reach out to us. As entrepreneurs, you're the ones we're here to serve. If you need an office space, if you need a meeting room, if you need, you know, a connection to the right person or the right department, maybe you've hit a roadblock, definitely reach out to us, because that is really my favorite part of my job, is connecting all of you with other people who can help, and all of us working together to make this place what we all know it can be. So that being said, there are some flyers in the back that explain a little bit more about our membership model if you're interested in co-working. We do have a gym on site, a rooftop event space, and a lot of other amenities. But feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to give anybody a tour who's interested in seeing it. It's a 55,000 square foot building. I could say all kinds of things, but when you see it, it really makes the difference. So thanks, guys.
I'll take this. Hello, everyone. Well, my name is Nick Marklees. I'm a fractional chief financial officer at the Wedge, right? And I'm one of the tenants there. And let me say this, the space is absolutely phenomenal. So, tell you about what a chief financial officer does. We do financial planning and analysis for small businesses. So what I'm looking to do, I didn't announce this yet, but we're going to be on the radio tomorrow, so I'm going to announce it for here. Let me get the link up. I'm looking to do 3 free small businesses to help you with your financial game plan for the next 12 months. Absolutely free. Just want to get you guys in here and get some experience so that, hey, you're not just out there alone in the dark, right? Because let me say this, I realize that you're probably spending, half a day, 12 hours doing your business, you know, or more, right? You probably have families, you probably have other things you want to do, like sleep, and so or just golf. And so what we do is we do that financial planning and analysis, not just of your numbers, but for like your finance, but we also do that for your sales, for marketing, so that you can see fully what you need to do to be successful rather than leaving you in the dark. So definitely come check us out, The Wedge. And I'm also going to be doing a series. I just started today. It's Too Long, Didn't Read It series for entrepreneurs. And so what we did today was, our first one was $100 million offer. So we're trying to make an offer so good people feel stupid saying no. So if you guys would be interested, I would love to redo that again. Contact me afterwards, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm going to give it to somebody, so. Here we go.
Hey guys, Charles Mooneyham Arts, 305 State Street. A couple things coming up. This Saturday, I have a free event to the public, live music from Psychedelic Symphony. I've got a bunch of new artwork in the gallery. Internationally known artist Eric Diedrichsen from HGTV. Some of you guys might know him from the Tiny Houses and Tree Houses. I have some of his original illustrations. I've got new artists in the studio, Jamie Gregosian out of Breeze, who's getting ready to open her own art school over in Breeze, Illinois, called Horizon Line Studios, which is going to be focused on youth with exceptional talent. We've got about 57 new pieces, and as always, all the events are free to the public. And there will be cake, because it's my birthday, Steven's birthday, Stephanie Scanlon from Psychedelic Symphony's birthday, artist Gray Finch's birthday, so we decided we're just going to make this opening a birthday party. Oh, and John's birthday. Oh, God, I'm going to get... That's not good. But yeah, so, and then other than that, September 6th, 5th and 6th, the gallery will be closed because I will be down in Southern Illinois as the keynote speaker for Centerstone's Life Story, which is their annual 5K run for suicide awareness. So hopefully I can see you guys this Saturday for the party, so come on down.
Hi, Vicki Delaney with Riverbend Yoga. We are having a free event on September 13th. It is from 10 until 11, and we're calling it Stretch and Screen. We're partnering with Psych Cancer Center, Alton Memorial Hospital, and a couple of other people as well, and we're doing a free class from 10 until 11. They will be at the studio, Alton Memorial will, from 9:30 until 2 p.m. And you get this class for free that they are sponsoring. And they're doing this in conjunction with, I believe, Pride is on September 13th, Pride weekend, that weekend, to get everybody over 40 tested for colon rectal cancer. So you're going to get a free take-home stool test for colon rectal cancer. And they will also help you, oh, my phone just flipped on me. And they're also going to help you get signed up for breast cancer screening and PSA screening. So they will be there on site, so please come enjoy a free class with Stephanie Greenhall, one of our favorite instructors at the studio, and pick up your free stool sample test box kit to do at home and send in. Thank you. And again, it is free.
You next. Hi guys, good to see some familiar faces. My name's Tyler Duty. I am the owner of Beyond Creative AI. We're a digital AI agency, and actually, believe it or not, I'm over at the Wedge too. So really good space, hands down one of the best networking places I've been in. I've seen a couple offices in general, and hands down, Alton's like one of the best. On top of that, I will say we are really heavily focused more on the video side of things. The reason why is because, you know, we know what we're good at, and I've gotten over 50 million views organically. You know, so no paid ads. It's just because we know how to tell a story, which is great for me, right? You know, I have 300,000 followers, but what good is it to just go viral? We know how to tell a story, and it's even more impactful when we can do it for you guys. And so if we can help strengthen your brand, that's why we're here. And we actually, I'll have some flyers in the back. It's kind of funny. We got approval from the police station, but we attached some prop money to it. So if you see it, don't go snatching it. But yeah, just some fun ways to say hi to the community. So nice to meet you guys.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Christine Favilla. I'm with the Sierra Club at the Three Rivers Project. And I want to thank the Teller Room at 1925 for hosting us here. I have just a quick history. My grandpa, Doc Cornell, was a security guard here when my mom was a little girl. So I've been taken by this building so many times. I've rented from it. Virginia and I had our office down here next door to Sarah in the president's office. So super exciting, and good luck with everything. And also just really excited about all the news and the downtown stores that are just coming online, that are expanding, that are becoming bigger, and services that are provided. It's really super exciting to be in downtown right now. And I just only have two things I wanted to mention. So we have our 19th annual Mississippi Earth Tones Festival, and that is a celebration of our Mississippi River through education, conservation, and entertainment and recreation. So it's a full day on Saturday, September 20th. We have live music all day long. Of course, Jake's Leg will be our headlining band, but we also have Any Major Dudes, which is a Steely band cover band, and they are no joke. I mean, there's 11 people on stage, 3 horns. It is amazing to watch and listen. We have our flyers in the back. There's a QR code, and that will lead you to our main page where you can sign up to be a volunteer. This is a t-shirt from 2019 when we were on Broadway and time was our theme. This year our theme is Bloom Where You're Planted, correct? Yeah, Bloom Where You're Planted, sorry. And so the only way to get one of the t-shirts is to volunteer. So we have our volunteer sign up there. There's 2-hour shifts all day long. It's a whole lot of fun. It's great camaraderie. You just find happy people all the time. We found out this year that there's going to be a World War II USS ship that will be parked at the port for several days, and they'll be offering cruises for just a small dollar amount. And then also we will have the American Cruise Line as well. So we're hoping to have a lot of extra bodies there that day. And so we would love for you to volunteer. Sarah and I have officially closed the registration for vendors, but we have 4 more spots for very high quality artists. So if you don't have a spot yet, please get a hold of one of us and we can get you the link because it's no longer live. And then that following weekend on Saturday, September 27th, is our Mississippi River cleanup. So I've hired 2 boats and captains. We have to cap it at 60 volunteers. Once again, you get an amazing t-shirt, but you also get to go on a boat ride with a bunch of really cool people and pick up trash and debris off of the Mississippi River's islands and shores. Usually we try and leave from the Lincoln Shields Recreation Center right across the Clark Bridge. Sometimes the water makes us go to other locations, so we'll have to keep up on our social media and just direct emails. Where you volunteer is once again on that exact same QR code that is on our poster in the background. Besides that, I want to say that I'm also the design chair committee chair for Alton Main Street, and we have our native plants. We just this morning had our Tuesday trash and treats, and Wednesday, September 3rd, we will have our Wednesday weeds and wine. That is picking weeds and drinking wine after, just to be clear. So if you would like to come and help us, you can find us downtown starting at 5:30. And once again, just go to our Facebook page. We have a great sign up there, and we would love to see you guys there. Anybody else in this row? In this row, in this row, in this row. Okay, to the back.
Hi guys. So you saw me speak just up there. She talked about our martial arts studio, which is actually next door. It's the people simulating murder over there. At the moment, we have youth programs, women's programs, homeschool programs, all of those things. So my husband and I own that, and then this is my baby, the Teller Room 1925. So we have both at the same time. Normally, if you have an event in here, that will not be going on at the same time. We will make sure. So if you have something really nice, we're not going to have people trying to kill each other over there. All right? But we have all sorts of programs going on all week, 7 days a week we have it here. And just to give you some of my credentials, I am a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My husband is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And all of our coaches are also black, brown, and purple belts. So it's a lot of fun, actually. So just to kind of give you a little bit more expansion as to it, and to let you know for sure that would not be going on at the same time as an event. All right? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Diane Flavin, and I work for Skyline Commercial Real Estate, and my owners actually own this building. We coordinated the efforts into making this an even more beautiful venue for the community, and that was the primary goal of our owners. And Natalie and Keith have done an amazing job in transforming this space. I know that you guys were probably all here a few months ago, and it wasn't as bright and cheery, and we all worked together, and that's one thing that we cherish is the relationships in our community. So we do have several spaces in this building as well that are available. So if you guys need any direction on that, again, my name is Ann Flavin, and I work for John and Mark, and they own this beautiful building. Thank you.
Last call. Did we get everybody who had an announcement to make? Going once, going twice? Yeah, what? Oh, hi, Vicki. There you go.
Hey guys, I love Alton Main Street, but I also love Alton. I'm kind of a transplant here 17 years ago, but I felt like I belonged here my entire life and ancestries before. So my husband and I invest in Alton. We believe in Alton. We love Alton. We shop local. We want everybody to shop local. We don't really leave our town. It sounds kind of crazy that people said you eat in Edwardsville. Why would we eat in Edwardsville when we would eat here? So we eat here, and we believe in Alton. So for all you shops that are starting, and persnickety, I'm working on your kitchen and baths. I do kitchen and bath design for Riverbender, Kitchen and More, and Herbert Street. So I do kitchen and bath design and office design, but to do cabinetry and convince them to keep and preserve the pine floors. It's just beautiful to keep historic buildings, because what we have is something to be fighting for, and our town is just going to be nothing but better. I love where we live. It's the best place in America.
What a great note to end on. All right, I just wanted to remind everybody that we only do What's Up Downtown quarterly, so please do mark your calendars for the last one of 2025. That will be on Tuesday, November 18th. I want to invite everybody to have some pizza from Bossa Nova and cookies from Duke Bakery right over here. Feel free to browse around and ask anyone more information about something that sparked your interest tonight. Please do stay tuned to our website, newsletter, and social media for further announcements on all of the above. And if you have any news that you'd like to share at this platform, please do reach out. Hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. Thanks for believing in downtown Alton.
Riverbender.com's coverage is proudly brought to you by Munganask Burkhart, Alton Toyota, Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, Barrett Heating and Cooling, Grid Solar, the power of independence, Haug Orthodontics, creating unforgettable smiles, Lewis & Clark, Community College, Liberty Bank, Bank Locally, Bank Liberty, Macias Insurance Agency, Nautilus Fitness Center, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville, Tarrant & Harmon, Real Estate and Auction, and Roberts Motors.